Punggol is a new GRC, and it has been anchored by Senior Minister Teo for many years. And it's really not easy to have a senior office holder of a similar stature to take over from him. And that's why I had considered it very carefully and eventually decided to deploy DPM Gan Kim Yong there. Then, when DPM moves to Punggol, I have a gap in Chua Chu Kang, and Leng can move from Marine Parade to Chua Chu Kang, and Marine Parade will still have Speaker Seah Kian Peng to anchor the GRC. We take many things into consideration as we tell our candidates nothing is fixed until nomination day. Given the changes, given the retirements, and the need for a better distribution of leadership, we decided to make this move. The ministers may be new, but they are not the only ones who are in the team. There are others in the GRC who will be familiar, and the ministers, I'm sure, will be able to hold their own wherever they are fielded. They are key members of my team. Certainly, I value their expertise, I value their contributions, and in these uncertain times, I will more than ever need people like Gan Kim Yong, Leng, who have been anchoring economic ministries to continue contributing to Singapore. On Marine Parade itself, this morning, our own people were telling us that there wasn't presence of WP in the nomination center. We heard it, but we would never been able to confirm whether or not there would be a contest. So we were surprised that the WP had decided not to contest Marine Parade. Earlier today, two senior members of my cabinet shared that they are stepping down, Teo Chee Hean and Heng Swee Keat. Both are remarkable individuals, giants in public service with a lifetime of contributions to Singapore and Singaporeans. Leadership renewal has always been my priority, with senior ministers or the more senior office holders, whether it's Eng Han, Chee Hean or Swee Keat. In fact, they could have continued. They also recognized the need for renewal, and they decided to step down to make way and make it possible for renewal. And I think that's the right thing to do, because if we don't make a conscious effort of it and we just take the easier approach, let's just continue, it's okay, let's just continue. In fact, year by year, election after election, we'll be storing up bigger problems for Singapore. That's why it was always a priority for me to work extra hard this time around to bring in fresh new faces, to strengthen the team. And as I've said before, amongst them, there will be a few who have the potential for office, taking on political office. Some people may feel that the circumstances today are not as bad as when we were confronting COVID. And perhaps for now, we may not feel the impact directly as much. But in many respects, the challenges are more severe. In the past, people would say in challenging times, in difficult times, Singaporeans would tend towards voting for the PAP. I don't take that for granted at all. Certainly, when we went through the last election amidst COVID, this did not happen. So I fully expect this election to be a tough contest. The opposition is better organized than before, and aside from the one walkover, every area will be fiercely contested. There is a sentiment that among some Singaporeans that it's better to have a PAP government, but still they would like more alternative voices in Parliament, more checks and balances. Well, I understand this sentiment. I think there is a role for a constructive and responsible opposition in our system of democracy. And the reality is the opposition is here to stay. Their numbers have increased over the years. They are here to stay. But at the end of the day, in an election, Singaporeans must decide who they want to serve them as their elected government. That's what elections are about. And my appeal to Singaporeans is vote for the best candidate. If you think the individual that the PAP is fielding is not good enough, so be it. We will make the best case we can, but Singaporeans have to decide.